A great summary of life as we know it is that Hashem plays hide and seek. Obviously, he hides, and our entire lives are dedicated to seek him, to try and find him. Now, most people will say what that means is you look around at your life, you often feel that Hashem is absent, you wonder where he is, you wonder why he's doing certain things. But the mystics explain it in a much more profound way. They say that in order for Hashem to create the world, he first employed a system that is called tzimtzum. Tzimtzum translates literally as filter or compression, contraction. It's kind of like a zip file, when you receive information and it has to be downsized in order for your computer to be able to handle it, or like when somebody teaches and they have to choose what information they're not going to share so that they don't overwhelm the student. In a similar vein, Hashem is everything. That's all there is. He is, in the words of Tanya, the classical work of Chassidus, Ein Sof, without any end spatially, Ein Kates, without any end time-wise, in other words, he's eternal, Ein Tachlis, without having to serve any particular purpose in order to justify his existence. So in simple terms, Hashem is all. Where's the space for us? In order to allow other things to exist, in order to facilitate the creation of the world, he employs a system called Tzimtzum, which basically means he still is all. It's just that he's allowed a certain layer of existence to be invisible. In other words, you just don't see him. So you look around at our world, and we live in a reality that they define as Metzius b'pshitis ve'elokus b'hischachos. That means that our reality is obvious to us, and you don't have to philosophize about it. You don't look in the mirror in the morning and say, wow, I wonder if that's a real person or just an avatar. When you knock your shin against a table, nobody has to philosophize about the fact that there is a table. You feel that pain radiating up through your leg. But elokus, godliness, bihischachos, that's something that is new and foreign to us. So if you want to relate to God or understand God, somebody has to first explain it. And people often question, and they say, bring me the proof. How do I know that God exists? That shows what a good job of hiding himself he's done. Now, hiding himself does not mean like you classically think of hide and seek, where somebody goes and hides behind the tree and you've got to find them. It's what we call, so to speak, hiding in plain sight. In other words, Hashem is capable of being right here with us, but at a frequency that the human brain, eyes, ears, and other senses cannot detect. Maybe a way to relate to this would be, we look outside and we see it's daytime, we can see the sunlight, but we don't see the infrared rays, and we don't see the gamma rays coming off the sun. They're coming, but we're just not tuned in. Or I suppose you're sitting right now, wherever you're sitting, and the radio is playing right through your house on a whole series of frequencies, but your radio happens not to be tuned in or turned on at all, so you're oblivious to the fact that there are radio waves passing through your room. So what Hashem has done is, he's created an environment where he appears to be completely absent, to the extent that there are atheists who don't believe that he exists at all. Now, why does he do that? That's the key question. Why does Hashem hide? Not just so that we'd have the pursuit of trying to find him, but just to allow us the opportunity to find him. You see, if Hashem would not hide himself, there wouldn't be an opportunity for us to exist, because there's only Hashem. That's the default position. There's only God. The fact that he created, in whatever it means, because it's difficult for us to perceive, but the fact that he created an environment within which he could appear to be absent, that allows you and I to exist. That means that you and I can think, and we can explore, and we can try and find him, which suddenly makes us important and relevant, and suddenly allows us an opportunity to totally enrich our lives. So Hashem doesn't hide because he's trying to be difficult. He hides so that he doesn't overwhelm us. And then he invites us to come close to him and experience his greatness in our world, instead of us just disappearing into his.